Skill acquisition is the process of performing the roles of the entrepreneur and also the willingness and ability of an individual or a group of people to seek investment opportunities through innovation, establishment, and successful management of enterprises. Today on MarketPlus, we shall be discussing the topic Skill Acquisition, Panacea for Wealth Creation, Economic Stability in Nigeria. My guest is Adeleke David. Adekunle is an entrepreneur and a gentleman. I can attest to that. It's so nice to have you on the show. How you doing?
Seeing you again. I'm well.
You always look good, you know today. That, right? As a family.
Ah, great.
Nice to have you. Now, skill acquisition is regarded as the process of starting, owning, and managing a new venture or improving on an existing product or products or services or service that creates value. Now, to create value involves recognition of viable venture opportunities, coordinating human, financial, and material resources necessary to bring a business venture into fruition. Please tell us more.
Okay. For the average person, skills is broad. Skill acquisition is broad, and I do not think it's strategic to just acquire this, acquire that skill. Just, so
we are jack of all trade.
Yeah, it's not in any specific direction, and I think that for anyone who is considering skill acquisition, as an entrepreneur, you need to acquire skills. As an employee, you need to acquire skills. So this cuts across, all fronts. I believe in the focus to focus on skill sets.
What's the meaning of that?
Now, a skill set is a set of skills that gives you the capacity to deliver on certain expectations.
Okay.
I'll give an example. If I am a carpenter and I need to construct furniture. Oh no, a carpenter does not construct furniture. If I'm a carpenter and I need to construct a roof, now what tools would I need? Perhaps I'm going to need a saw. I'm going to need a hammer to nail. I'm going to need a crowbar to pull out some nails. I'm going to need certain things, but I'm not going to need a drilling machine. So skill sets is just like saying, what are the major tools that you need, for you to be able to deliver on this particular kind of project or expectation. So it comes that the combination of skills that you need for certain expectations of certain jobs or roles or businesses are different from the set of skills or combination of skills that you need for another one. So there has to first of all be an appraisal or an evaluation, some sort of fact finding to determine precisely what's the combination of skills, what are those skills that are pertinent to my success on this, and then you go out to accomplish them. So it's not just enough to acquire skills. Or someone, they've touted digital marketing. So a lot of people have gone to go and learn digital marketing, but then it's useless to them because nobody really needs it. How many people are going to, if we have 1 million people who know how to place social media ads, how many people are going to place the ads? Most people can't even do them on their own. So for those who have paid to learn digital skills, if it's not one of the skills that you need to deliver, it's a waste, in quotes.
So what you're saying is that not everyone or everyone should not run after a particular skill, but
Yes.
should look out for the ones that
pertinent to their success.
That is needed for what they aim to achieve.
As an anchor,
yeah,
you don't need to know how to run business. You don't need that skill, but you need communication skills.
Okay.
You need diction skills.
Okay.
You need appearance. Presentation, all of those are the skills that are pertinent to your success. And the same, that perspective should be deployed and applicable for everyone when it comes to, coming up with skills. That said, we need to now understand that skills are in classes.
Okay.
We have management skills. Not everybody needs them immediately. We have technical skills. Most people need them. But the higher you go in management, the lower your technical skills are required. We have soft skills. Everybody needs them, top to bottom.
What are soft skills?
I'll come to that.
Okay.
And then you have social skills.
Okay.
Everybody needs those.
Okay.
So there are two skills that cut across everyone: social skills and soft skills. I'll take it from soft skills. That's your question. Soft skills are those skills that pertain to your person. Things like assertiveness, things like time management, things like self-discipline, things like tenacity, things like being visionary and resourceful, personal effectiveness, all of those things that influence your person. So these are the skills that the human you brings to the table. And those are the things that come across to clients, first as impressions.
Yes, at first glance.
And when you are on the job, those are the skills that actually play out without attention. They are usually the skills that get the job done. But a lot of people do not build their soft skills. So they are technically sound, but they are softly, how do I put it? They are softly a wreck. So you find someone who knows how to design websites excellently, perfect, but they don't have time management skills, so they don't deliver on time. They're not personally effective, so they don't look out for the absolute details and ensure that all of those little details, fine details, are checked, and then it comes out excellently. Execution can be a soft skill, ability to execute brilliantly. Some people have the ability to ideate, to come up with ideas, to generate ideas, as a soft skill. But some, execution, ability to take something that has been cooked up and then finish it excellently. So you realize that some people struggle on an endeavor at some point, but then they bring another person, say, okay, take over this thing and work it out. And easily, and it's looking like this person did magic. It's not magic, it's a skill. If you don't have it, you don't have it.
Is it possible to build all these skills?
Yes, you can.
Build
Personally.
it into you and maintain it on a regular flow in and out of every business and in the course of life.
Yes.
How do you go about building this soft skill that you've talked about, even though we're going to talk about others? What template are you going to give, if there's anything like that, in building this?
Thank God you clarified that.
How do you build this? Because I'm interested.
Okay. You see, it begins with you as a person.
Okay.
What exactly are you after? What's your vision for life? What are the things that are important to you? What are your values? If you do not have, if all that you're after in this life is to make money, you will not build any soft skills. Because your entire endeavor, as long as the paper gets into the pocket, you're fine. Nothing else matters. But for people who are looking out for how to live an excellent life, they want to build a good name, then you are forced to want to build those things. You see, what makes you wake up at the time you should wake up, even though you still feel like sleeping, but you are going all out at it? What makes you stay diligent on your job, even when no one is watching? When you could easily, just throw it in. Some people go to the office and then they sit down and watch movies on the company's internet. What they are doing, they think they're having fun or entertaining themselves or whiling away time. But you see, that time was time to build yourself. I would that you were on YouTube watching videos, that show you how you can improve your reasoning capacity, how you can improve the way you talk to people, how you can improve the way you manage diversity, people with different ideas, how you can improve your leadership capacity, all of those things. But so, like I said, it begins with you, your personal discipline. So all of these things come from how much you value yourself and where you're headed. So as a person, I want to learn how to be assertive, because I see that I have a problem when I'm saying, oh, this is the right way. But when there are many voices saying, no, this is the way we should go, then I go with them because the popular vote supposedly is the right way.
Is the right way.
No. With assertiveness, I can be assertive yet polite. So there's that line. Some people become aggressive rather than being assertive. Assertive says, this is it, and this is how it should be. And I stay on it, and I get everybody on this side. But aggressiveness No, we are not going, we must go this way. But you lose everybody. But in this case, you are there, you get everybody. Discipline, time management, being on time, getting to a place in time.
Yes.
It's a big deal.
We'll talk about time management when we return, because we definitely need to go on a short break. When we return, we'll be talking about time management. Stay with us. The only thing that is constant in life is change. So do not question the past, but ride with me on this new road to endless possibilities. This is the new MarketPlus, the marketplace of endless discussions on topical issues, local and international. We are changing with the times and being in touch with our environment and happenings all around the world. Join the conversation to share greatness with me. Climate change is not a topic that can be discussed for in a day. I am Anire. This is MarketPlus. Let me remind you that you can watch this news and other segments of the show by signing up and subscribing to our web and YouTube channel, respectively. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is MarketPlus Xtra. Certain personality characteristics have been identified and examined that distinguish entrepreneurs from non-entrepreneurs. Factors found to have been associated with entrepreneurial behavior or skill acquisition are the need for achievement, the propensity for risk-taking, and desire for personal control of business. Before we went on a short break, my guest was telling us the essentials for acquiring a skill and what type of skills can be acquired. And he stopped at time management, and it's going to continue. Please tell us.
Okay, thank you. So speaking of time management, I always say if your resumption time to the office is 8 a.m., if you arrive at 8 a.m., you are late. And that's because you're going to eat into the time you should use to work. So you should get there at least 10 minutes before the time. That way you're able to cool off, you're able to settle down, you need to put some things in place, fix your brain, and get set for the work. 8 o'clock, you hit the road running. That is time management skills. But a lot of people do not understand these things, and then they say, I'm not being promoted. Because some of these little things are the things that really matter. But they are not usually on the grandstand for everyone to see. Talk about problem solving. That's a soft skill. Not everyone knows how to solve problems. Some people are so cynical that they can point out all of the problems. But hey, can you present one solution to the problem? We know Nigeria has problems, but can you present one solution, one way we can solve these things? So the ability to think differently about a situation or a person. Some people have problems with people, but rather than think differently about them to be able to find a way to solve that problem without losing them, they're not. I don't care if. So problem solving is another critical soft skill that people need to develop. When there are problems in the office or in the business, who do they call? If your name never comes to mind when there's a problem, there's something wrong. That means you do not have that soft skill, and people are not seeing a savior in you. So you're supposed to be a savior in the workplace, a savior in your business to your customers. When your customers need this, or they're trying to get this, they remember, oh, this. I've had people who have called me in the last few weeks to say, oh, I remember that 2 years ago, we had this discussion about this, and then someone asked about it, and I just said, oh, I know somebody
that can do it,
that can handle it, that can solve that problem. That is what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be a savior, and as a savior, you must be able to solve the problem on ground. So those are soft skills. I'll just talk quickly about management skills. These are for people who want to make advancements in their careers. It's not enough to have technical skills. Technical skills generally are all of those skills. Digital skills, how to build a website, you can code, you can write code, you can do programming, you can hack, software security, all of those stuff, networking, all those stuff. You can handle a camera very well. You can MC. Those are technical skills. You can barb. You can make the hair. You can plait it or, fix it, whatever. Technical skills are good. And everyone should have the ones that are needed for their profession or for their business. But management skills, administration, having oversight of people and things and projects, and being able to organize them in such a way that we're able to get the kind of results that we want. Those are management skills. Resource planning, that nothing runs short. It's not when we have a guest that we realize that we don't have water again. No. It's not to say, it's when a customer is requesting for this particular product, then we say, we're out of stock. And we'll call them to bring more. Administration, you should know when it's reached the threshold for restocking or for refilling. And these are things that come with administration. You need to be able to have a grip on everything. Utilities, power supply, water, waste management, and administrators do a hell of a job, I must say. A big hell of a job every day in their head as they are working. Proactivity. This is a soft skill, but aids management skills. Ability to think in advance and prepare for eventualities or ineventualities. So you are looking at things, what do I need to do now to make what is going to happen tomorrow easier?
Easier. Okay.
Proactivity.
Now, demand for efficiency and product quality, persistence in searching for sustainable technology, commitment, information seeking to enhance production efficiency, goal setting, systematic planning and monitoring, persuasion and networking all come in play while seeking a skill. Now, my guest has been telling us how skill acquisition can lead to economic stability in Nigeria on the long run. And just before we round up in a few seconds, I want him to tell us more. Go ahead.
All right. So when you pull all of the skills together, the social skills have more to do with communication, selling, persuasion, and then everything that has to do with human interaction, collaboration. When you're able to put these skills together and then you put them to work, they must result in value. That value is what customers buy. That value is what you add to the business. And the business can have revenue which pays your wages or your salary, as the case may be. So it is this exchange. So you see that we have gone to the rudimentary, parts of all of this. What are the precursors? Skills. We take these precursors, we mix them up in a combination, we create value, which can be as a product or as a service, and then we offer them, and then they buy. They pay for it, we take this back, and then we refine those skills out of it. We create new ones, new products or values, we offer them again, and then that cycle is what is called a business. And that is what strengthens economies. So when you have the rate of exchange or the rate of the turnover of that cycle turnover happening several times, the revenue swells. Consistently. The profit swells. You can pay taxes easily. The government enjoys from it. The people, the customers enjoy the value and the experience that they get from it and the ease and all that. And then the business also enjoys from it. And the dependence of those who work in the business also enjoy. So you see that purchasing power has a great connection with skills. But if we do not develop the skills, then there's no hope.
Now I want you to say something to the Nigerian youth right now, just briefly, along this line. Edify someone.
One thing I want to say, we don't have an unemployment problem in Nigeria.
We don't?
The biggest problem we have is unemployability.
What does that mean?
It means
break it down for the layman on the street.
The average Nigerian youth cannot be employed because they do not have the required skills. So a lot of people are out there, I need a job. They cannot be employed because, think of it, there's a job somewhere. I think of a person, but I cannot think of recommending them for the job because I know that this person is dishonest as a person. So honesty is not one of their soft skills. And because I know that honesty is required for this kind of a job, I'm not going to put their names forward. So they are unemployable. But we have always focused on the things that are too far-fetched. Meanwhile, the really small hinges
things
that swing the huge doors are ignored. So these soft skills, by all means, are super important. And in interviews, those are the things that are looked out for the most, not even the technical skills. Aptitude test, yeah, but the interview, what are they looking for? Soft skills and management skills, maybe leadership skills. So for the average Nigerian youth, I'm saying build yourself as a reputable individual. Even if you don't have the technical skills can be acquired. But the person does not learn honesty. The person does not learn diligence. The person does not learn tenacity. Integrity. You have to build it. But are you going to build it on the job? No, because you're going to make a mess of the job. You're going to dent the reputation of the person that referred you to that job. And it becomes a colossal mess. And this is why some people are still wallowing in the idea that there's no job anywhere. There are jobs, there are jobs. And the best jobs never get advertised.
The best ones, right?
Never get advertised.
Okay. Now, skill acquisition is characterized by vision, creativity, vitality, confidence to act on new opportunities, adapting to altered conditions, and most of all, the ability to initiate and implement change through innovation and implementation. Simply put, it is a person who has the vision to change your life for income to be gained. I want to thank my guest for being on the show. I definitely will invite you again to come so we can learn more from you. I appreciate you, David.
Thank you very much.
And you don't go anywhere because the show is still on. When I return, I'll be coming to say my formal bye-byes. Stay with us. I'll be right back.